Hey guys, welcome back to Geek Out, and today I'm going to give you your daily dose of poor quality videos, and we're going to be reviewing the IW05 Iron Warrior Pioneer. So, yeah, let's get this started. Before I say anything, if you're a little kid watching this saying, "Oh, I used to watch Transformers Prime all the time," good for you. Your parents are good parents. But this is not meant for kids, not at all. Not as bad or anything, but it is very fragile. So I do have a few complaints, including this barrel right here. Came broken packaging. Sad, but it was super easy to fix. I keep hitting my thumb on the camera. That's like the second time I did that. I did it the first time off camera, but he is very fragile, including these pieces, like right here, tend to fall off a lot. It does just plug back in and everything, but it is quite annoying sometimes. It's not something that would make me want to get rid of it, but today I am actually, after this, making a best action figures of 2020. And this may be in first, may not, I don't know. This is a great figure. I really, really love this. Anyway, it is very, very fragile. I did break a piece on the first day I got it because, as you can see, I super glued it back on. But what happened was I was walking it around, and another complaint of mine, which I noticed that time, and I did not break anything, I swear. I'm just trying to put this thing back on. Another thing I noticed was that they're off center, the windshields. So I was like, oh, they probably like turn a little, because I thought there was a little hinge on it. Turns out, no, it's just weird. So, that is something you do have to be careful of. If you are a kid around my age, maybe younger, and want this figure, it is very hard to find. It was around $150 right now. Luckily, I got it down back in August is when we ordered it, and it came a few days ago, actually, like 3 days ago, maybe 4. I just haven't reviewed it yet. I love this figure a lot, and once you get used to the articulation and its limits, it's really fun to pose around. This is how he's going on display. But before we take a closer look at him, let's take a closer look at his accessories. He comes with quite a few accessories, actually, including an alternate head, which this is the head with the mask on it. If it wants to focus kind of on it, you know. Come on. Well, I think you can see enough details. Looks really good, and if you can't see because of how poor quality this video is, if it wants to focus. There's little paint speckles, and if you look really close in the cartoon, which I did, you can see the paint speckles in the cartoon as well, so it's super accurate with the paint. Looks fantastic. It comes in this little bag. And he comes with, obviously, his 2 gun hands, which look fantastic. They're easy to plug in and come out. This one was not the broken one. This one stayed like that in packaging. Then he comes with his normal hands, which he has a handful of them. Yeah, that was funny. It's a handful of hands. If I can get it out of this little baggie. Give me a second. There we go. So he comes with open hands, which look really nice. For some reason, they are black instead of silver. Weird. He has a sword holding hand. I'll get back to this later, actually. He has a pointing finger. Then he has fists. One of his fists are actually on him, so his 2 point fingers. And then he has these. So these pieces right here plug onto the sword so he can hold it on his back. Now, the reason I said this is, I'm going to come back to this, is because it's weird. Because if you look at the blue sword, it comes with a hand on it. You can't take it off. This one, you can put on this sword. I'll show you how to do that later. But his hands are a pretty good choice. You get pretty good choices, and I really like it. Then he gets some of my favorite parts, the blades. And holy crap, am I excited for them to make a Ratchet. I will put them back to back like they were fighting in like one of the earlier episodes. Oh, that was such a sick scene. They were like killing all the Decepticon zombies Megatron brought back with the Dark Energon. It was such an awesome scene, and it was one of my favorites, so I'm excited to recreate that if they ever make a Ratchet, which I hope they do. So, before I move on, I want to say this. When I collect my Transformers Prime figures, I don't want transformable ones. And there's a reason for that. When you look at this Optimus Prime, do you think he turns into a semi-truck with a nose on it? Like a nosed semi-truck? No, you don't. That's the thing. If they did transform, which some do, they don't look that good. They don't look like how they should. So I'm getting the Transformers RED RC, and I'm hoping that they end up coming out with their Megatron, maybe a Ratchet, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, Wheeljack, some good stuff. Anyway, onto his swords. I'm not going to pick up the blue one because, another gripe, it falls apart, like the handle breaks in half, so I have to glue that back. So on this side, it has those little like plastic parts, like little holes. On the other side, it's clean, very fragile, like I said. This actually, this actually like warps pretty easily, so you got to be careful with that. To put on the hand, you twist off. You gotta be careful with this. Twist off the end. Take the hand and you slide it on. And then you'll put it back on. Put that in his hand, and there you have his sword. But I usually don't have him holding his sword because you don't really see it that much in the cartoon. So not a more important. Oh my god! Not a more important part of his ego. So let's move on to the figure. We've talked for like 6 minutes now of the accessories, and no one wants to hear about the accessories. We want to see the grand finale. This is going to be my last review of 2020. Tomorrow is 2021. Man, thank God. Jeez, I mean, I got a few good figures, like a lot of good figures, but Jesus, I am so glad it's over. Man, I'm excited. It's just gonna like end horribly, actually. Like tomorrow's gonna be like the end of the world. Hold on, is that broken? No, it's not. Okay, no, it's not broken. Thought there was something broken in there. It's not. I'm good. Everything's good. All right, so this figure, super good. The paint is amazing. I have his face without the mask because you see him more like that. I'm used to him like that. I think it looks better. Like I said, he's very fragile, so on pieces like the leg pieces down here at the very bottom of the screen wiggle very easily. Easy to break. He has so much mechanical detail up on the top of his chest, on his arms, and he has great articulation as well. Now, taking a look at the back of the figure is where it really shines to me. He has great smoke pipes, and at the top you can see his 2 wheels, which I think look fantastic. On the back of the legs, you can see his other 6 wheels, 8 wheels, and you can see all the great detail they put into this figure. Like, holy crap, that is great. So, articulation-wise, this is where actually this figure really shines. That was the cats. He has great articulation. When I say great, I mean beautiful. So, let's start. I don't really know how to go into different things. So I can look up really well, obviously. He has a ratcheted swivel at the head, which I find really weird. You can look down a little bit. His arms, this is my favorite part. Lift this up. And, not my favorite part, but one of them. His arms lift up that much, which is super good. He can obviously do a 360 with his arms. He has butterfly joints. I'm just being careful with this figure, so I'm not going to do all the articulation. I'm going to have to do this side because this side's a little looser on the elbow joint. He has double jointed elbows, which move just over 90 degrees. No chest articulation, but he does have a little bit of waist swivel. Actually, you can probably go 360. I'm just not going to force it. You can kick forward about that far. Kick back about that far. That's one of the problems. That shoulder piece likes to fall off. I will put that back in, and I'll show you how to bring this figure back together. Beautiful, beautiful knee joints. Double jointed. Like, that is great. He has a knee swivel, which is kind of weird. He has toe articulation. He can move his toes down, a little bit up. He can move his ankle down and up just a tiny, tiny bit. And then he has actually pretty good ankle pivot. So, yeah. Now, this was not glued in. They're not supposed to be glued in. So, whenever this piece falls off, which this came off in packaging, it's probably going to happen with yours too if you ever buy it. If you can see, there's this little, ridge in there. You can't see because of how crappy quality this is. But right in between that ridge and this top piece, you're going to take this and you're going to slide it on. Come on. Come on. Go in. Like that. And now it's back in. Then, obviously, there's that little plug. There's a little hole in here. You plug it all the way back in. This is not, like I said, meant to be played with. I'm going to do one stop motion with it, and that's going to be it. It's going to be an hour-long stop motion. It's actually going to be 3 stop motions because there's going to be 3 parts. But that's not going to be here for a while because I still need to get all the Transformers in there. Freaking expensive. Man, can't wait to spend all my money on toys. I'm gonna be in a financial crisis when I'm older. So, with scale, since I have him here, here's a original Beast Wars Rat Trap. So that's how they scale. It's not I don't know. So yeah, there's that. Here he scales to my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Tobey Maguire. Give me a second to get him out of his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pose. There we go. He has very tight joints. Get his ankle pivot out. There we go. Pinched myself and it really hurted. And almost there. There we go. But seriously though, this is how he scales with them, and it's great. This is just like in real life. No. But Tobey is beautiful. When it comes to the packaging, I usually do packaging last on some of my reviews. But packaging in general is pretty simple. I like it. Here it is. This is the top flap. It says Iron Warrior, and it shows the chest of Optimus Prime. It says Iron Warrior 05 Pioneer. Iron Warrior 05 on the back, on the side. On the back of the box, you can obviously see the back of Optimus. And on the other side, it's Iron Warrior 05. Again, simple but really effective packaging. He comes with plenty of packaging pieces. Oh. Including, here I'm going to put it on my chair. All that. And then that. So yeah, that's the packaging. Hope you guys enjoy this video. My table is a mess. Because everyone that lives in this house doesn't know how to clean up. Partly me. I mean, the only thing that's actually on here that's mine that I didn't even put here is a 5-year-old. Is a lightsaber. But, yep, that's it. That's for the packaging. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super good figure. Definitely recommend picking it up if you can find it for under $200 now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in, 5 minutes because I still need to do the, after this, the best figures of 2020 video. So yeah, bye.